But what I do know about you is you're a friend to the foreigners.
Oh, I am.
You're like a foreigner magnet.
I'm a foreigner magnet. I mean, you're in couch surfing paradise here.
Right. So you have like a constant stream of foreigners coming through you, sleeping on your couch.
I have a heart for my friends that from time to time are homeless.
Okay. So if you hear that, any foreigners out there, just look up Nina and she's got a couch for you.
Yeah, I'm going to take care of you.
So you're on the show. We're going to talk about fashion, but before we get to that, having spoken about you having being a magnet for foreigners. One of the things I liked about you is we had a discussion one day and you were complaining. Nina the German was complaining about her experiences at an Ausländerbehörde Amt.
I wouldn't even call it complaining. It was a shitstorm.
Yeah, you were ranting a bit.
It was terrible. You know.
Upset. So tell me the story. Why was it that a German was at an Ausländerbehörde Amt?
Actually, it wasn't my first visit. I went there before because when I started studying here in Nuremberg, they didn't have employees that spoke English. So
at the Ausländerbehörde Amt.
Yeah. So like 4 years ago, they friends from my master's degree were like, they don't speak English and I don't speak German.
That's a common complaint that people have come in here because they just. But I suppose you can't because there's 100 different languages that you should be able to speak.
But English, come on.
Yeah, come on, guys.
I'm not expecting them to speak Chinese.
No.
But English, or at least the basics, like please put your signature here, or come back tomorrow. Yeah.
So I think from what I've heard in Berlin, it's a little better, and I think maybe Munich as well, because a lot of the people speak more English there, at least. Where I did everything in Würzburg, there was hardly any English.
It's even smaller than here.
Yeah, Würzburg is even smaller than here. And then Nuremberg is a city, but it's kind of like a village.
It's really a village. Yeah, so then my rant was not because I had to go with a friend to speak English. I have the Verpflichtungserklärung for a friend.
Whoa, what's that?
Basically, I'm guaranteeing that if she gets into trouble here or has a medical emergency, that the German state doesn't have to pay for her, and I'm going to take care of her expenses.
That means you have to pay for her.
I do.
So, okay, I say this again, people who are living in Germany and maybe foreigners. Nina, look her up. She has a couch and she will pay for your medical expenses.
I only do it for people I trust.
Okay.
So yeah, we had to do this, and I have to say my friend's a Latina, so as we all have our prejudices, they do everything last minute and forget stuff.
Yeah.
And so she was complaining about the Ausländerbehörde before, and I was like, if you just would do your stuff on time and would
get your shit together,
and just have your documents ready, and don't do it the last minute or the moment you realize your visa is going to expire.
Then
it's not going to be so stressful. Well, little did I know. So, and
just to be clear, you got your shit together. You're a very organized. I wouldn't say rigid because you're pretty relaxed, but you got your shit together.
I got my shit together. I know what I have to do to be so chill, not have to stress. So in order to start this whole Verpflichtungserklärung thing, you need to fill in an online form, which is pretty neat because it means I don't have to go there. So you have to fill out the profession of your friend or your spouse or who you're ever doing that for. Then you have to give some details about you because, of course, they want to know, do you have 100 children to pay for? Are you in debt? So you upload all these things. And since my friend is a student, of course, that's what we put as the profession. So about 3 or 4 days later, you get a letter with an appointment saying, please bring a copy of these things. Please present yourself at this and this time. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you know that thing. So we go there and I'm already it's 8 o'clock in the morning and there's a huge line and I have an appointment. So I'm like, I don't have to stand in this line. And then the security dude is like, today's open day. You have to get in the line. I'm like, I'm not here for the stupid open appointments. I have an appointment.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, go in. So I go in, I go upstairs. My friend being Latina, she's late, but I'm there. It's okay.
Not helping the cause, friend.
It's okay because actually she doesn't have to be there.
Because it was just you because you were doing the thing.
Yeah, I was doing the thing. And then I'm sitting there and my friend shows up and we wait a couple of minutes more, which already made me mad because I had an appointment and they made me wait, but oh well. And we go in there, and before I even say like, hello, good morning, the lady she doesn't even look up from her computer. She's just like, oh, you're in the wrong room. And I'm like, no, it said I have to come into this room. Yeah. But they gave, like, you have the wrong appointment with the wrong office. And I'm like, how can I have the wrong appointment with the wrong... You sent me a letter saying...
It's in the letter, for goodness sake.
Yeah, like, I have papers here that says, Monday morning, 8:30, be in this office at this time with this documents. Yeah, but this is not the student office. And I'm like...
What?
Okay. What?
So already, I'm just going to stop you there, and I'm going to say that is a typical Ausländerbehörde Amt experience that foreigners go through. This happens all the time. Okay, but carry on.
But then the good thing is, I mean, I at least 100% understand what this person is saying to me. I mean...
Yeah, you get it. It's like if you couldn't understand German, you wouldn't have a clue of what they're telling you. Like they're telling you go.
And the thing is, she doesn't even look up. So I think if you're not like 100% in the language and it's 8:30 in the morning and this person, well, you're in the wrong... And I'm like... Ooh. Yeah, so I'm like, what do you mean I'm in the wrong office? Like, I have a piece of paper telling me to come here. Well, it looks like something went wrong with the registration because we now have a student office and it seems like there was a computer error. And I'm like, that's not my problem.
Oh, God.
I'm like, well, I didn't fuck this up. It was you.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, you have to make a new appointment. I'm like, no, I'm here. I'm here ready. I have the papers. Like, why can't you do it? Well, the student office has to do it. And I'm like, is the process different for a student? No. Do you have to do anything differently for a student? No. Why can't you?
Like, why can't
you do it? Yeah. This isn't the student office. And I'm like, I'm taking a deep breath here, and I'm like,
I'm 8:30 in the morning. Have you had your coffee at this point, or
no?
No, okay.
Which probably was good.
Yeah.
For the lady, and then I'm about to like go off, being like, well, not my problem that you fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm here. I have the stuff. This was your mistake. So my friend's like grabbing me, and she's like in Spanish telling me like, no, we're talking about my right to stay here. Like, chill. I'm like, no, this is not our mistake. They screwed up. They have to fix this now. She's like, no, if you make them mad now, they're going to make this difficult for me.
Right.
They already made it difficult.
Yeah, it's already difficult. How much more difficult can it get?
She's like, this is normal. Just like live with it. I told you about this. And I'm like, oh yeah, you did.
So this is what everyone's talking about.
This is what everyone's been talking about. So I'm looking at this lady and I'm like, okay, this is not like you're talking about another person's life here. You gotta take a breath.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, how can we resolve this? So, yeah, you need a new appointment. I'm like, give me a new appointment. No. You can, you're lucky today's like the open appointment day, so you can go downstairs and wait. Or you can go home and give us a call. And I'm like, no, lady, you're asking me to do or sign a document where I tell you I'm able to financially take care of a person. So I have a job to go to. I don't have time to just spend 2 hours waiting for an appointment.
Sure.
And she's like, yeah, well, the other option is to go home and call us. And I'm like, no, I'm here. Give me a new appointment.
I'm standing in front of you.
I'm in front of you.
I'm just a girl standing in front of a woman who wants some attention. Yeah.
And she's like, this is not how it works. And I'm like, yeah, it's how it's working now because I don't have time for this shit. So actually, she gave us a new appointment.
Yeah. Going against every single protocol or rules that they have, probably.
Probably there is no rules
or
protocol.
It wasn't in the computer possible
don't care.
To make
I don't care. I don't care. This is my privilege as a German going there. I'm like, I know how Germany works. You give me this appointment. It's my birthright. This appointment is my going to the right office is my birthright. And so finally we get another letter confirming the new appointment like 2 or 3 weeks later. And I'm like, wait. So by this time, my friend's visa has run out. So she's on this like temporary visa until you get your stuff fixed. And 2 days before the appointment, I get an email canceling the appointment. So I call the Ausländerbehörde. I'm like, why did you cancel the appointment? Oh, I can talk about this because of GDPR. So data protection. I'm like, by this time, I'm like freaking out because I'm like, they're going to deport my friend.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why can't you? No, it's GDPR, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, I'm calling my friend, call them and ask them why they're canceling this appointment. You know what answer they gave? This is GDPR. We can't tell you.
It's like, but wait, huh?
Wait. We're talking about there's 2 people involved in this process and you can't tell either one why you canceled the appointment. Yeah, you just have to wait until we send you another letter. So until this day, I do not know why they canceled this appointment. I don't care. They sent us another letter postponing the appointment for another 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay.
And finally, in December, we get to go there. We hand in the stuff. They call the company that Sean and me work at to confirm if I'm really working there. Yeah. It was a thing of 5 minutes, which we waited 3 months for. I give them
It's a thing. These things are so easy and so quickly done, but they have to be done in a specific way. But it also depends very much on who you get on the day. Sometimes these things go so easily, it blows your mind. You're like, wow, in and out in 5 minutes. And then other times, you got to go back for repeat things. You get asked for documents that you didn't know you had to bring. Like, it just depends who you get on the day and, you know, how much they want to stick to the rules. It's so ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
So she didn't get deported?
No, she didn't. She's still
And you would pay for her medical expenses if she has problems?
If she screws up, I'm going to pay for her. Yeah. So, and in the end, everything worked out. But I'm never assuming again that Germany works the way Germany works. I think anything that has to do with foreigners is rigged.
I think that the problem is that half of these processes that they've got in place, they've been doing it like that since the 70s or something, 70s or the 80s, and it's just worked that way. And they don't have systems that support it efficiently. But it's just worked. So why fix it? You know. That's amazing. I like that a German had to go through that. I feel
I feel terrible. There's a big sorry I have to say to all my foreigner friends here because I always was being this German bitch. If you would stick to the process,
just
it would work.
Stick to the rules, you'll just get through no problem. Meanwhile, no.
Yeah.